Welcome to Breakfast with Bob from Challenge Denmark, brought to you by Ceramic Speed. Our first guest at beautiful Legoland, Mr. Dirk Bockel. How the heck are you?
I'm doing very well. Welcome. I just saw you just got off the plane, so welcome
did.
for you.
Thanks so much. So, positive and negative. Positive, you win Ironman Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
Pacific Rim Championship. You win probably one of the bigger races of your life, an 801 there, but you come away from it injured.
Yeah, so I'm still, one eye is laughing, one eye is crying. So it cost me a whole season after that race.
Yeah.
It was awesome to celebrate that victory. It was one of the biggest, like you said.
Yeah.
But afterwards, nothing else happened. I raced in Roth. I tried to continue with the season, but
Not
I was
much
still
training.
injured.
Yeah.
I couldn't run at all.
What is it? Hip?
It's called a iliopsoas, which is your hip flexor. So it's a very critical point. It's very deep. It's like 6 centimeters deep in your leg, so you can't really access it. And various doctors told me you just have to wait, and that's not what I like to hear. And it took me basically a year to figure stuff out and getting back into my old self in racing mode. And that's my first race, so that's a big comeback race for me to come back here.
This is an important race for you.
Important in a way that it's my comeback race, and I'm finally an athlete again after gaining a lot of weight in the winter, after being very unhappy for a while. Now I'm back racing, and the peak races will come up, which is ITU World Championships in 2 weeks' time. So you can imagine.
That's long distance ITU.
That is long distance.
And where's that at?
That's in Sweden. So it's going to be really cold.
Yes.
Very, very cold race. 2 weeks after that, we're going to go back to Challenge Roth, to the
A race you
victory
won.
place
Yes.
before. And so those are the biggest races for now. And then I want to continue and get some points for Kona next year.
For Kona for 2016.
Correct.
So the whole point system is a toughie, right?
I'm very organized, very planned. Former German guy, I've still got this German mentality.
Yes.
So it's all organized and planned. And also contract is running out this year. So
That's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure. I do need to perform. I'm in great shape. I'm still a little tired, but I couldn't take the time to freshen up too much for this race. We're going to go all the way through. And at the ITU Champs, I want to be
ready to
as
go,
far as possible up on that podium.
When you look at this course, what is it about this course that's good for you or not good for you?
This one here?
Yeah.
Well, Denmark is a little different from the World Championships. Here, we expect a very cold swim.
Yes.
We expect quite some wind on a very flat, could be a very fast course if the wind is in our favor. But if the wind is in the front, it will be a very, very slow course. So we got 2 Danish power horses on the bike here, Martin Jensen and Henrik Hüngeland, and they will push the pace. So I have to try to hold on for dear life and hopefully be able to run them down at the end.
So besides, when you have an injury like that and you're not 28, 29 years old, do you start thinking, okay, is this the end? Am I going to come back from this? Did that ever enter your mind? Or the feeling is, listen, I might be 37, 38 years old, but I still feel like I got a lot of time left.
Well, I struggled with that thought a lot when we talked in Hawaii. That was the last time I was there as a spectator. And I'm not supposed to be in Hawaii as a spectator. I didn't like that.
I'm supposed to be in Hawaii as a spectator, not you. Not
Well,
Dirk
the
Bockel.
good thing is we had a good talk there. We had a lot of time. I was not stressed, and I was able to see the race as a spectator. But I'm made for racing, and I had a lot of time to think about what I really want.
Yes.
And I wanted to come back. I'm not done yet. I'm probably like 3-4 years out of a career end. So I want to use that time, produce more results, and got this injury right on the peak of my career. So that means I have a couple of years on that peak, and I want to use them. And I hope I can say I'm back, but we'll find out tomorrow.
It's interesting. Craig Alexander's over 40 years old, still racing well. Meb Keflezighi's 40, still racing really well. Guys are racing longer and racing older. Why? What
Let's call it wisdom. Wisdom.
Right. Well, talk a little bit about the wisdom that you've gained through the years.
Well, through the years, it's exactly 26 years of a career in triathlon. So it's hard sometimes to get motivated. So I try to change the wallpaper, which means I'm changing locations a lot.
Right.
Changing people that I train with. I want to keep it interesting. I need motivation. I need inspiring people around me, and I just need stimulus, basically, different stimulus, and that works for me pretty well. I set myself different goals every year, if it's a time or if it's an improvement in a discipline, different race.
Yes.
Travel is part of it. I'm married. The wife comes with me all the time, so we want to make sure we have fun. We're doing a perfect job, having also the perfect partners with it, and then stay motivated and succeed at doing that.
And in your career, you've been an Olympian. You've led the Olympics, right, in Beijing. Oh, wait a second.
Look at it.
See that, Geff? We got the Olympic rings there. I like that. I don't see the trademark on there, so I think
we got in trouble for that.
I know. Yeah. You've won Ironman races. What else is left to accomplish for you? I know you were as high as 4th place in Kona. You would like to win that race one day. Is that the holy grail? Is that the
one of the driving forces?
Is that one of the driving forces? Get back to Kona and win that race?
Well, winning podium in Kona, we can talk about that.
Yes.
We can talk about winning ITU World Championships. I got 5 medals in my career in championships, so I need the right color of that medal. I never won an Xterra, so Xterra and long distance is not perfectly compatible. But like I said, changing wallpaper, good stimulus, just to be creative and having fun, and it's great. I love life, and I started doing a lot of meditation last year, and it does me some good. I'm very centered in life. I'm happy the way stuff is, and I guess it helps me a lot.
Love it. Dirk, thanks so much, man, for taking so much time.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure.
Thank
and hopefully
you.
tomorrow after the race, when you win this thing, we'll chat
We'll
again.
talk again.
We'll talk again.
I'll try my best. I
no
promise.
lederhosen this time.
No.
Next time.
But Legos.
Exactly.
We've got Legos.
We got more Legos. Again, this is Bob Babbitt. We are Breakfast with Bob from beautiful Legoland in Denmark, brought to you by our amazing sponsor, Ceramic Speed. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.